Welcome back to the Pulse of the Community. In the house, a dear friend. We love supporting all of his causes and everything that he does because he's from the One Miracle Celebration of Life Foundation. Who is it? None other than Mike Jones in the house, talking about the 6th annual Evening of Jazz Festival coming up on September 9th. How you doing, honey?
I'm doing well, Josepha. How are you? You look beautiful as always.
Absolutely fabulous.
That is an incredible thing.
We're alive.
That's we definitely are.
So that's a great thing. That's a great thing. So it's all happening September 9th from 7 to 10 p.m. And it's out there at the Karen Carpenter Performing Arts Center, California State University, Long Beach, 6200 East Atherton Drive in Long Beach. All of this information will be up on my webpage, of course, at hot923.com, keyword Josefa. But let's talk a little bit about that night. It's going to be Greg Adams and friends and lots of surprise guests, I'm told.
A lot of surprise guests. It's going to be something that people that's going to come out, they are really going to be surprised. And it's funny because in the past I've said, I'm going to have this event with my so-so and friends. You need to be there. And then when whoever missed it and they heard who my friends were, they're like, oh,
man, I wish I had been there to see that.
I said, so don't miss the, and this is the biggest and best ever, the 10th annual. This is my 10 years. So the 6th annual Evening of Jazz, this is going to be really a special time.
So let's talk all about, for a second, the One Miracle Celebration of Life Foundation, what the history is behind that in case people don't know what your history is.
Okay, the history goes all the way back to I was diagnosed with kidney disease, end-stage renal disease, back in 1995. Based on an automobile accident I had about 20 years earlier. I was going through the whole dialysis process, just totally blindsided by it because I had no history of kidney disease or anything in my family. But this automobile accident at 17 really wrecked my body up in very serious shape. And the doctor said 20 years from now, something's going to break down on your body. You're 17, you're not trying to hear that. It's like, yeah, right, whatever, doc. But sure enough, 20 years and 6 months to the day, I had a migraine headache. Turned out I had end-stage renal disease, never detected or anything of that nature. So naturally, I had to make a split-second decision as to what this kidney disease is. Didn't know anything about it. So I did my research, found out about it, and had to educate myself. Ended up on dialysis for almost like 6 years, and I was in need of a kidney. Just doing everything I'm supposed to do, working, not getting caught up on the whole dialysis process. Doctor telling me you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm like, please, you've never been where I've been. You don't know who my God is. So
right, you have no idea what I am capable of.
You just don't know. And with all that going on, I knew I had to eventually do get a transplant. So I took the self-development course, and in the self-development course of 100 strangers. And I had to be late one day because I had to go do dialysis. And when I got back to the class, they were looking, well, where's Mike? Mike's not here. So yeah, I'm here in the back of the room. They said, so how are you feeling? I said, well, I'm feeling okay. And then they said, what's wrong with you? So I told them about dialysis, kidney disease, the whole thing. Naturally, they're like, well, wouldn't it be great if we found you a donor? I mean, yeah, that would be fantastic, but people just being nice. So by the time this 3-day seminar was over, this one lady was like, you know what, everyone? Before we leave this class, I want to make a request that each one of us go tell 5 of our friends, and they'll find this guy, Mike Jones, a kidney. And the place he erupted, so there was 500 folks all over the United States helping to locate me a kidney. And naturally, I was just naturally blown away. The next series of classes took place, and in one of these classes, we had to do what you call making unreasonable requests, asking for something you would never ever ask for. My colleagues asked me, what would I ask for? I said, well, God can supply me with all my needs, so I'm okay. They said, hey, yeah, but maybe if you ask for a kidney, somebody would give you one. All they can do is tell you no. What's your blood type? I said, well, I'm O positive. This lady in the back of the room overheard that. So when the class was over, she walked up to me. She goes, Mike, I'm O positive, make an unreasonable request. I was blown away. I didn't know what she was asking me. I didn't really key into what she was saying, so she said it again. And all I could say was, oh my God, may I have one of your kidneys? She said, what do I have to do? I said, go to UCLA and get tested. She said, I'll go tomorrow. The next day she goes, she gets tested. We don't hear anything for 6 to 8 weeks. I get a phone call on the 4th of July saying happy birthday. I'm like, birthday? My birthday's in May. And she goes, no, UCLA want to verify the test that they found. They found that not only are we a match, but we are the perfect match. And the only way we could be an even closer match is to be born identical twins from the same cell. Now, for those of you who cannot see me, Joseph can see me up close and personal right here. My donor is Hawaiian, Dutch, German, Italian, Irish, and Arab, and Muslim. And I'm an African-American gentleman here from South Central Los Angeles, I always say.
Right.
So that's what made it so incredible, because the odds that was 1 in 1.3 million, I believe it was at the time. So then it's time to schedule the surgery. The surgery was scheduled for that ill-fated day, September 11th, 2001, 9/11. Her being Muslim, it got rescheduled 3 days prior, not knowing what was going to happen on that ill-fated day.
Right.
9/11 happened. her being Muslim, racially profiled, harassed, stuff thrown through her window. She can't go on the plane. All this negative energy going on for this whole Muslim faith because they figured for the Twin Towers. And it got to the point where her own family was saying, well, why are you even giving a kidney to this black guy? She said, because that's what God told me to do. So with all the negative energy going on 9/11, all that negative impact going on, 2 weeks to the day, you had a white Muslim woman donate her kidney to this African-American Christian in a Jewish hospital with a German, South African, and Jewish transplant team all coming together to give me this incredible gift of life. And based on that and what I learned through that whole process, not knowing a whole lot about dialysis in minority communities, I said, you know what? If it's got to be, it's up to me. So I launched my One Miracle Celebration of Life Foundation to help raise awareness about kidney disease in minority communities, especially from a patient's perspective. Since we are the one that are the most affected, yet the least educated. And for the last 7 years, that's been my mission and my drive. And
you do it so well.
Thank you.
You do it absolutely so well.
It's been a blessing. So, and I've just been able to give back. I've helped save like six, 7 lives. People get transplants just based on me speaking and getting the word out. And 1 year I had a young man whose brother was on dialysis, he was in very bad shape. So the first thing I did was got his brother transferred to my old dialysis unit where they take excellent care of their patients in Gardena. And then he said, well, Mr. Jones, I have a sister that's a perfect match. However, she lives in Guatemala. And I can't get a visa to get her here. So when I had my 3rd annual concert, I was able to raise enough money to where I went to the Guatemalan embassy, talked to the Guatemalan ambassador to Guatemala, shared my inspirational story with him. He in turn said, yeah, this man is pretty sick. Okay, let's go ahead and make it happen. So with all that, I was able to get his sister a visa, fly her here to the United States, and she gave her brother the gift of life on Thanksgiving 2007.
Very, very nice. So it's the 6th annual Evening of Jazz featuring Greg Adams and friends. It's happening at the Karen Carpenter Performing Arts Center at Cal State University Long Beach out there on Atherton Drive in Long Beach. All the information will be up on my webpage, and it's all happening September 9th in the evening. So it's a great way to spend an evening out enjoying some jazz and celebrating life and helping raise money for the One Miracle Celebration of Life Foundation. Now, I understand we got a couple pairs of tickets here to give away.
I actually do. We have about 3 pairs I want to give away to our listeners out there, and we'll work it out.
Okay, we're going to do it like this. You know how we do on this show. You don't just get to like win them. You got to email me, JosephaSalinas at AOL.com, and tell me why you deserve a nice evening of jazz out under the stars, having a great time. Let me know why you deserve this night out, and you'll win.
That is
3
so
lucky
true.
couples.
3 lucky couples.
That's how we do it.
Get a chance to meet them, say hello. Oh, I don't know if you knew, but Mr. Philip Palmer, who donated a kidney to his cameraman, is one of my MCs. So he's from Eyewitness News. So he's going to be there.
And he gave a kidney to one of his cameramen.
Gave a kidney to one of his cameramen. He was a donor. So, and he's coming out to help support this particular cause. And I'm also honoring some doctors in the community to help make a difference. I'm trying, my focus is to get my multicultural plant transplant team out to here. I'm going to have my donor going to come out.
Oh, your donor's coming too?
She's coming out from
Fabulous.
Cincinnati. And then I'm going to have the multicultural transplant team and then just some doctors to help make a difference in the community. So I'm going to honor them as well. So
very good. Well, it's going to be a fun night. It's the One Miracle Celebration of Life Foundation presenting an annual evening of jazz. It's all happening at the Karen Carpenter Performing Arts Center, Cal State University, Long Beach, September 9th from 7 to 10 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful evening out there enjoying some incredible jazz music. Greg Adams and friends and some special surprise guests coming up. It's going to be so much fun. If you'd like to go, I've got 3 pair of tickets. Email me, tell me why you deserve a night out with that special friend or just special somebody in your life, and you'll have those tickets. And all this information will be up at hot923.com, keyword Josefa. And Mike, we'll keep all the information for your foundation up in case there's people there who want to go to your website, which is?
One Miracle, O-N-E, Miracle, 911.com. That's one spelled out, O-N-E, and then Miracle. The number's 911.com. And it's going to, because like I said, it's benefiting organ donors, recipients, families, and raising awareness. And there was one thing, none of this would be possible without the likes of you at Hot 92. And I have a very key sponsor that's really been very focused for me. I'm a Donate Life Ambassador for One Legacy. And they stepped up and became a sponsor. They're one of my major sponsors for this event. And we're going to have a booth that's going to come out there. People can sign up with the Organ and Tissue Registry and just get a lot of information about organ and tissue donation. It's an evening of jazz, but it's also some information that's going to be shared and given out to the community so people can pick up more than just music.
OneMiracle911.com.
That is it. May I give a phone number?
Yes, please.
Phone number to contact me with area code 213-632-9999. 9911. Tickets are available on my website, also at Inglewood Tickets. So just go to the website, come on out, and we look forward to seeing you on September the 9th. It's going to be an incredible weekend.
Well, I look forward to a great night out. Go to my webpage, hot923.com, keyword Josefa, get all the information on this great evening of jazz, or email me right now. Tell me why you deserve a night out. 3 lucky couples will be headed out for an evening of jazz. Greg Adams and friends, surprise guests, all of it benefiting the Celebration of Life Foundation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming out.
Josefa, you're beautiful. Thank you for all that you do, and I appreciate you.
Every year, I either extend Hispanic Heritage Month longer or I start it earlier. I have something absolutely amazing to help you kick off your celebrations this year for Hispanic Heritage Month. It's a festival, the Real Rascuache Art and Film Festival. It's the very first art exhibit. It is happening out there at Cactus at Gallery and Gifts, 4534 Eagle Rock Boulevard in Eagle Rock. But talk about a gathering of amazing artists. With us to talk about it today, Angela Ortiz, or Angie as we call her. Buenos dias, Angie. How are you?
Muy bien, muy bien. Muchas gracias.
So this is great. There are a lot of times we have to search around for Latino artists. They might be at this gallery and maybe at that gallery, but this is a gathering of, let's see, about 8 of them. Let's talk about the artists that are going to be out there.
This year's Vision Award artist for the Real Rascuache Art and Film Festival is Margaret Garcia. And so Margaret is our feature artist. And along with her is Abel Alejandre, who is a wonderful graphite artist, and Lily Bernard, who just has a lot of energy. And Joe Bravo, most people might be familiar with his work, the tortilla paintings.
Yes,
that's Joe Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Pablo Christie, who is an up-and-coming young painter who's actually right now in Northern Ireland working with youth doing murals, along with a couple other LA artists.
Nice.
Yes, so he missed out on the opening, but it was great.
But his paintings are there. Okay.
There. And Yolanda Gonzalez, who's a well-known also Los Angeles artist. And Cici Segura just finished a show with 3 other amazing women painters. And Patricia Krebs, who is I love Patricia's work. I mean, I love everybody's work,
right.
but
especially like hers.
Yeah, I love Patricia's
And she
work.
says art is like magic. If you already know the trick, it doesn't cause the same effect. Art is believing and throwing yourself into the experience like child playing. Even though I take my artistic work very seriously, I still have fun while I'm creating. That's definitely that's a quote from Patricia. So all of these artists, their amazing work is hanging in this gallery. Now let's talk about why. Why pulling together all these Latino artists, these amazing creative painters and sculptors and sketch artists and muralists all in one place?
Well, the Real Rascuache Art and Film Festival has been around 8 years. And last year we gave our first featured Vision Award to a wonderful muralist and painter, Torres. So this year, Margaret Garcia
She was the recipient this year.
Recipient this year. She has been involved in the Chicano painters movement for many, many years. Mm-hmm. And she is one of those artists that people see her work but don't really realize who she is and what her contributions are. Matter of fact, in the North Hollywood Metro Station, that's Margaret's work in the Metro Station there.
Wow.
Yeah. And for me, inviting all these other artists to be part of the show with Margaret is to kind of show the caliber of work that we have here in Los Angeles by Latino artists.
Right. And it's not often that you find them all in one place.
Yeah. Yes, especially, I mean, people always think that you have to go, nothing against the West Side, but that to find a lot of art. Mm-hmm. But we have amazing artists, painters, sculptors right here in the central part of LA into East LA, and that are doing really, really amazing work. And I think they're not getting the recognition that I think they really deserve. And as an artist myself, it was really, really a pleasure to curate the show and be able to have these artists be part of it.
Now, are we going to see any of Angie's works while we're there?
Well, the funny thing is, because I show at this gallery often, there are a few things of mine there, but there's not displayed. But I was honored by 2 of the artists. Margaret Garcia did a painting of me.
How wonderful.
And Patricia, within her triptych, I was looking the other day and I realized, wait a minute, that's my face in there. So I contacted her about it, and it turns out
It's you.
It is me. So I'm in the show one way or the other.
Right. You're the curator and you're also the subject of a few pieces in there.
Yes.
Wonderful. So let's talk about the hours, the location of the show. It's right there on Eagle Rock Boulevard, 4534 Eagle Rock Boulevard. It's called the Cactus Gallery.
It's the Cactus Gallery, and it's open from Tuesday till Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Again, the phone number there, 323-256-6117. www.eclecticcactus.com, and I'll make sure that I spell that out for you on my webpage. Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. The first annual Real Raw Squatche Art and Film Festival art exhibit runs through September 7th. It's a wonderful way to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month, because the next week starts Hispanic Heritage Month.
Exactly.
When this ends, the next following week. So
exactly.
Kick it off early, grab the family, and come on down to the Cactus Gallery and see this amazing grouping of artists. It's Latino artists from all over the world that we've got right here in LA, and their art is being displayed. Now, is it possible if we see something that we liked, maybe purchase?
Oh, yes. Actually, yes. Everything except for 2 paintings are all for sale.
Nice.
All for sale. And we've actually had a couple of sales, so that was really nice. Yes.
But they don't get to buy it till the exhibit. They don't get to take it home till the exhibit's over, right?
Exactly.
I've bought art before. I know how that works. You see something and you like it, and they're like, well, yeah, you can have it when the exhibit's over.
The exhibit is over. Yes.
Definitely come on down to the Cactus Gallery and Gifts, 4534 Eagle Rock Boulevard. Now, is there a cost to get into the gallery?
No.
Beautiful art to come down and enjoy and see. Bring your kids. Let them start seeing and appreciating art.
It starts very young to appreciate it.
Exactly. You never know what little painter or muralist or something you may have in your family that goes home and says, hey, give me some crayons and a piece of paper. And the next thing you know, you've got a budding artist on your hands.
There you go. It's actually in all of us.
Yes,
we
it
just
is.
need to let it out.
It has to come out. Some people say, no, I can't draw. I can't do this. I said, you know what? Everybody can do something.
Yeah.
You just have to find. For me, I already know what it is. I just haven't figured out how to do it. I have this vision, and I know people in the audience are going to be laughing because they've heard me talk about this before. I have this vision. I see myself making these amazing candle sculptures. I see them already, but I don't know how to make candles.
Well,
So I have to have somebody teach me how to make candles, because I see these candles and they're these most beautiful candles, but they're sculptures and they're like art pieces, but they're candles.
you never know. Anything is possible.
Yes, it is. One day it will come out.
It's never too late.
Yes, it's never too late. Definitely. I'll be some old lady on a beach somewhere selling my candles. Who cares, as long as I'm having fun, huh?
That's exactly.
Let's kick off Hispanic Heritage Month a little bit early. This festival art exhibit runs until September 7th at Cactus Gallery right there on Eagle Rock Boulevard in Eagle Rock. Bring the family. Come on down Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. A wonderful way to spend an afternoon celebrating amazing Latino artists from around the world right here in L.A. in our own backyard. Angie, mi casa es su casa, hermana, anytime. My mic is your mic.
Muchas gracias. Fue un placer.
So let's do a rundown of everything we talked about today. Isai Morales, thank you so much for being with us, hermano. Make sure you check out Gun Hill Road. Amazingly written, tremendous performances, a must-see movie. Spread the word. Take 5 people with you, and then tell 10 more people when you get done to go see and support this incredible movie. Lamert Park Festival. It's happening Labor Day weekend. All kinds of things to do out there at Lamert Park. The first annual art exhibit happening out there, the Cactus Gallery and Gifts in Eagle Rock. That's going on through September 7th. And then you've got the 6th annual Evening of Jazz happening on September 9th. All of this information is up on my webpage at hot923.com, keyword Josefa. And next Sunday at the House of Blues on Sunset, I'm going to be hosting the 1 p.m. brunch. They're only having 1 seating next Sunday. Come on out and join me. I'm telling you, you talk about some good food. Come with your friends. It's a party atmosphere. It's so much fun. They've got an incredible performance while you're there of some amazing gospel music. Big shout out going to Miss Sylvia. She always has incredible special guests. But more than that, just come hang with me. You know, we'll have some good food, we'll talk, we'll laugh, we'll have a good time, take lots of pictures, and show everybody where we spent our Sunday afternoon. All the information up on my webpage at hot923.com, keyword Josefa. I'm Josefa Salinas. Until we get together again, stay strong, stay focused, and most of all, stay informed. I'll see you next Sunday on the Community Review, Hot 92.3. Get out there and enjoy your day. Go for a walk. Call a friend you haven't talked to. Grab somebody in your family and just hug them when they least expect it. It'll change your day.